This is question 10 from the Unit 1 Edexcel mathematics paper in March 2011, and it's an estimate of the mean question. So for those of you that revise effectively, you'll know to look out for estimate for the mean with a frequency table, and that should immediately mean that you think about finding the midpoint and timesing that by the frequency. Now the reason we do that is we don't know the exact values, but we know there are no eggs that are between 0 and 30, and up to and including 30. There are 14 eggs that have a weight just above 30 up to 50. Now we don't know the weights of those 14 eggs, but if we assume that they're evenly distributed and therefore have a mean of the midpoint of that group, we can then work out the total weight of the eggs and divide it by 60. So the first thing we need to do is do our midpoint times the frequency. And the midpoint of this group is 15, but we're timesing that by 0, which will obviously give us 0. The next group has a midpoint of 40. If we times that by 14, we'll get 560. The midpoint of the next group is 55 times 16, which is 880. And then we've got the midpoint of 65 times 21, 1365, and then finally 85 times 9, which is 765. So 9 eggs, which we're assuming weigh 85, hence the estimate, and we can therefore work out the total weight of all 60 eggs, which is 3,570 grams. And as we know the total weight, added up all the weights, we then divide it by how many eggs there are, and that gives us a mean weight of 59.5 grams.